Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, this is the second part of the Q&A about South Korea. So I'm just gonna get into it. Hey babes, thank you so much for this platform and your interest in assisting us who are absolutely clueless on how to go about applying for a job in China. I've done my research and still going on. I would like you to kindly advise me on how to go on about making the introduction video and steps to follow. Your help is already appreciated. Sorry, meant South Korea, not China. Okay, so there are 2, 3, 4. There are 4 programs that you can come through, and I came with EPIC, which stands for English Program in Korea. We'll be doing a video pretty soon on the differences between the different programs, but the one that I know for sure wants a video is the GOE, so I think you're talking about that. And the introduction video, you just include your intro, like, hi, my name is Palesa. I studied whatever at this university and I have a passion for teaching kids, blah, blah, blah. And my agency told me that I should do a sample video. And yeah, then you do an introduction of how you, a sample of how you will conduct classes, but basically you talk to yourself. But when I do that video where I'm comparing all the programs, I'll definitely go into more details. How do you buy data for your phone? There are a lot of phone companies here, KT, SKT, etc, etc. I use KT, and there's different phone programs. Like I said, depends on the programs you want. I signed up for the 100 gig unlimited, and it's automatically deducted from my bank account every month, so I don't pay for it manually. It's currently a 1-year contract, but I will definitely renew because I love this. Like, I can do Netflix, I can do everything, and when it's finished it just becomes a bit slower. But if you're in Korea, you know slow is not even slow as compared to South Africa. So yeah, that's how I do it. How do you buy things online, my god? There's different websites that you can use. There's Gmarket, there's Coupang, which is the one I use the most. There's also specific websites for some things, like for food you can use Yogiyo. For clothing app I use Zigzag. So when I first get the apps, I ask my co-teacher. She sets up everything for me because everything is in Korean. She links my bank account, sets everything up for me. Then all I do is just buy an order and it gets delivered. So I'll definitely say ask your co-teacher about that. They will definitely help you. And yeah, it's pretty easy, and delivery is very quick, guys. They'll say an estimated delivery is like 2 weeks, and then 2 days later the delivery is like here. And I live on Jeju Island, so some things need to fly from mainland to the island, but imagine when you're living on the mainland. It's pretty quick, and this country is so safe. Your delivery, they leave it outside the door and you'll find everything. No one takes or steals. Wow, imagine in South Africa. Ooh. Lol, please tell me about traveling via public transport. What's that whole process like? The process of it gives me anxiety. Like, how do you know where you're going and all that? At first it was a bit intimidating, I won't lie, because everything is in Korean and I cannot read Korean. But their apps are like Pashosh. One app specifically, Kakao Map, or yeah, Kakao Map. It's perfect. It has a bell. It has this little bell on the right hand, so I'll type in my location. So for example, I'll say home. I have my home address set up. And I'll also say work, which is my main school because I go there every time. And then I'll set the bell. When I set the bell, it will, when I'm closer to the school, it will ring and say something in Korean, but I guess it's just saying get off at this stop. And there's also notifications in English that will tell you the first time it will say get off at the next stop, and the second time it will say get off at this stop. So pretty easy, you won't get lost. And taxis, there's Kakao Taxi as well. You set your home address or whatever. My building is pretty famous, so I just call a taxi like Uber, and then when I get in the taxi, I tell them I'm going to Marion House, and they bring me back here. But if you don't know where you're going, just show them the address in Korean, or you could set up like I did. Just set up your home address or your school address, and as soon as you call the taxi, you don't have to speak. They know where it's going, like from and to the destination. So it's very easy. Don't stress about it. Can you extend the number of teaching years in the program, or do you have to just stay for the duration of the contract? After a year of your contract, you have an option of renewing. But people often think that it's up to them, like me saying, oh, I'm going to stay in Korea for 5 years. If you are a good teacher, because during the whole teaching years, like Korea is very strict, there is open class. Open class is when like 10 parents of random students, I don't know how they choose their parents, come and watch you teach, or a principal and the vice principal and maybe a teacher from your school, or principal and another English teacher, Korean English teacher from another school. So basically, there's these formal classes where they come and assess your teaching and they give you a score. So based on that score, it will determine if you can renew or not. So yeah, I had my open class, I'd say 2 weeks ago, and it went well. They said they loved my class, and I didn't see how much I got. They just gave me feedback. And maybe if you are a good teacher, or you're okay, like you have a good score, but your school doesn't like you, or they think they can get a better teacher, then you can still renew, but you'll get a different school. But if your school really likes you, you can renew and get the same school, but only for 2 years. After 2 years, everyone has to change. So yeah, it's not entirely up to me. I want to renew my contract, so I hope everything goes well. Can you watch porn in Korea? Hey, you guys, your questions. No, you cannot watch porn in Korea, and you cannot watch also like other video contents. Like when I'm on Twitter, I can't see most of your tweets. It will say sensitive content, and when I click, it just doesn't open, so I've given up on it. And also like some YouTube videos, I've seen like it was a gay couple that were kissing, and like the thumbnail, and I clicked on it and it didn't open. So it always says I must verify my age, and when I try like that I'm older than 18 or 19, and every time I do that, it will ask me for my phone number and everything else, and I do that, and then it just says it declines. I don't know if the person who used this number before was young, because they do recycle numbers. So yeah, I don't know. So even like, it doesn't even have to be something sexual. They're just very sensitive in terms of like, when I was in South Africa, I used to watch Dr. Pimple Popper a lot. And when she's doing little like blackheads or small cysts and those, popping those small pimples, I can watch those videos. But if it's like those nice ones that I really like where it's like a big lump and she'll slit it open and everything will just drain out, I cannot watch those here in Korea. It's just blocked. So you cannot, unfortunately. And not just porn, like even other things. That's it for this video. I hope I answered all your questions from either my first video or my second video. If you missed if you missed an opportunity again to ask during when I posted my first video, my second video, I will answer you directly like I always do. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.